Typically, when you check into a hotel, you expect some free shampoo, some clean sheets, and a comfy bed to sleep in. You definitely wouldn't expect to have a paranormal experience from ghosts who never checked out. From a hospital that was converted into a hotel, to a creepy castle turned into a hostel, here are the most haunted hotels in the world.
Hey guys, how's it going? I'm your host American Eye, bringing to you another possibly haunted or creepy video.
Number 12. Washington Sorrento Hotel. Located in the city of Seattle, many claim this to be the most haunted hotel in the world, but that's going to be up for debate because there are some pretty haunted hotels on this list. Many claim that the writer Alice B. Toklas haunted the hotel and is seen wandering at the hotel late at night. It was built in Seattle's First Hills neighborhood, which is a pretty historic area. Not only that, but this spot was built in 1909, right before the population of the city grew drastically. In any case though, witnesses have reported seeing the ghost wandering the hallways and at the hotel bar. Number 11. The Stanley Hotel, Colorado. Imagine staying at a hotel where one of the most terrifying movies was filmed. You might experience a little bit of paranormal activity there. This hotel has 140 rooms and is located in a remote part of Colorado called Estes Park. This was a setting for the famous film known as The Shining, and hotel guests ever since have reported seeing at least 4 different ghosts. One came from an Instagram post in 2016 that circulated the web, and people felt as though it kind of looked like a ghost. You can kind of see a transparent image on the staircase, but it's hard to tell for sure. Other visitors have claimed to have had ghostly photobombs while taking a selfie here. Other ghostly sightings happened in 2015 when someone caught a blurry photo of what kind of looked like a pink ghost that was located in the concert hall basement. Some claim that the hotel might be haunted by the original owners or by the people who were victims of a fire that broke out back in the 1900s. Number 10. The Crescent Hotel, Arkansas. Located in the city of Eureka Springs, Arkansas, this one is often referred to as the most haunted hotel in the United States and has a big tourist attraction in the state with not too many tourist attractions. It started off as a hotel and was converted into a hospital and then a hotel once again. Ghosts of the patients still roam the hallways, which means that many people who checked in never checked out. It was built in 1886 as a resort for the rich and the famous, but eventually it fell into some problems. In 1937, a new owner took control of the property and was the one who essentially made this place haunted. His name was Norman G. Baker, and he was a wealthy man that presented himself as a doctor, but with no medical training. He believed he had the cure for many ailments, including cancer, which often involved drinking water from the nearby spring. He was eventually arrested for fraud, which left the hotel ownerless for a while. It was purchased again by some Chicago businessmen, and then the hotel caught on fire in 1967. The hauntings here tend to come from the patients and a man who fell off the roof while doing repairs. Number 9. St. Briavels Castle, United Kingdom. This castle is well known for the imposing gatehouse that we see here. The castle was built from local sandstone and limestone and surrounded by a moat which is fed by a spring. You can tell that some red sandstone has eroded away from too much rain exposure, which helps add to its creepy appearance. This castle dates back to the Norman occupation, which happened after the Battle of Hastings. It was constructed sometime between 1075 and 1129, but the precise date is unknown. The castle was located in a strategic location, which made it good for hunting, storing iron ore, and lumber. It's also home to what's known as an oubliette, which was kind of like a dungeon where you would just totally forget about the person there. They only got to eat what was left over or the occasional rat that walked inside. The gatehouse and building inside became a youth hostel eventually. Some reports of people trying to stay the night here have resulted in them screaming for mercy as they flee in terror. If you don't take our word for it, you can check out the book called The Most Haunted Building in the World, St. Briavels Castle, which gives you some more strange details. Number 8. The Equinox Hotel, Vermont. Considered to be one of the most haunted places in the state of Vermont, the Equinox Hotel was built back in 1769, and many high-profile guests have stayed behind its walls. Among some of the guests include presidents such as Howard Taft, Ulysses S. Grant, Theodore Roosevelt, Benjamin Harrison, just to name a few. But none of these presidents are believed to haunt the premises of the Equinox Hotel. It's located in Manchester City, and a certain suite was especially constructed for President Abraham Lincoln to stay at. Mary Todd Lincoln, the First Lady, and her husband had made a reservation to stay there in summer in 1865, but would never get the chance to see the special suite. The president was assassinated in April that year, but that doesn't mean that Mary Todd didn't go. It's rumored that she likes the area and the hotel so much that she still haunts it to this day. Number 7. Circus Circus, Las Vegas. Located north of the Wind, you would see a fairly large difference in luxury at the casinos, starting at Circus Circus. Something about all the creepy clowns here must scare people off. There is a clown motel up in Tonopah that many believe is haunted as well, and clowns can certainly make people think that. This was supposed to be one of Las Vegas's first family-friendly hotels and casinos, which is why they chose to go with the circus theme. But many security guards and hotel maids will tell you that there's something here that's just slightly off. Hotel guests have claimed seeing writing in their mirrors after taking showers saying, "Help me." Others have reported seeing ghost children here who are wanting to go to the circus. Number 6. Hotel del Coronado. Another mysteriously haunted hotel in Southern California makes our list, and it's actually one of the most iconic buildings in the city of San Diego. It's the second largest wooden structure made in the United States and displays a unique Victorian style of architecture. It first opened in 1888 as the largest hotel resort in the world, making it suitable for presidents, royalty, and more celebrities. However, not everyone who came here rested in peace. A 24-year-old woman who was desperately seeking love by the name of Kate Morgan checked in, but never checked out. Her husband had recently went astray and hoping to find some kind of intimate company with a suitable gentleman. After a while, she became frustrated and was described as acting like she was ill and depressed. Eventually, she chose to take her own life one night at the hotel, while some still argue foul play was to blame. The room where the incident took place is now one of the most requested rooms at the hotel. Many guests have experienced flickering of lights, mysterious breezes, and strange odors and sounds randomly. Number 5. Hotel del Salto. Just southwest of Bogota, Colombia is a spooky tourist attraction that dangles on top of a large cliff in the rainforest with a view of an enormous waterfall. According to legends, during the Spanish conquest of South America, people would jump off the cliff you see in this photo in order to avoid slavery. It was once a luxurious hotel teeming with wealthy travelers, but it closed in the 1990s due to the water supply becoming contaminated. At the moment, it looks as though it's been turned into a museum, and many letters are kept here to document the dark and possibly haunted past. A mythical story claims that one who jumped transformed to an eagle during mid-flight and escaped. Number 4. Hotel Pripyat. You don't need to bring your suitcases to this one, and you probably already know why it's haunted. One of the most horrific nuclear disasters took place at the Chernobyl power plant, causing not just the entire city of Pripyat to go abandoned, but also this hotel. Also known as Hotel Policia, this spot is pretty easy to check out on Google Maps and get an eerie vibe from it. It was once the heart of the city, and it would commonly house scientists and nuclear experts researching the power plant. This would ironically bring an end to the hotel business here. If you're crazy enough to come to Pripyat, this hotel will certainly be on your tour guide. We wouldn't suggest staying the night here though. Yelp reviews say it might be a little bit out of date and the maids never come by anymore. Number 3. The Byoke Sky Hotel. Could the tallest hotel in Southeast Asia actually be the most haunted? Possibly. This skyscraper reaches 1,114 feet tall, and it was built in the early 1990s. However, constructing such a large project in a developing country like Thailand isn't always as easy as it sounds. There was a tragic accident that took place here during the construction which left 2 workers fatally injured on the 69th floor. People who decided to check in here have noticed mysterious phenomenon on this floor especially, but throughout the entire hotel. There were multiple reports of the television acting strange and changing volume randomly. It might be worth a go to check out some of the beautiful views from here. Number 2. Hotel Chelsea. Located smack dab in the middle of Manhattan, the city that never sleeps is certainly home to some ghosts. This hotel had been visited by many famous people throughout the years, including Patti Smith, Leonard Cohen, Mark Twain, Allen Ginsberg, and Dylan Thomas. One of the more notable incidents that took place here, which makes many people believe that it's haunted, involves Sid Vicious and his girlfriend Nancy Laura Spungen. The young woman was found lifeless here, and the punk rock musician was to blame, despite him professing his innocence. There are many theories as to what happened that night in 1978, but one thing is certain, her soul still haunts the hotel. It's also reportedly haunted by a widow of someone who lost their husband during the tragic Titanic event. And number 1. Omni Mount Washington. Another spooky hotel is located in Bretton Woods, New Hampshire, and has been a favorite getaway for the elite in the region of New England. The hotel offered good music, quality food, and luxurious decorations. Located not too far away from the White Mountains National Forest, hotel guests often come here to enjoy the scenery, golf courses, and access to other fine amenities. They might not always expect to come across a ghost. Considered to be one of the most luxurious hotels of its time, it would welcome guests such as Babe Ruth, Thomas Edison, and other various celebs. Rumor has it that the hotel is haunted by the original owner's widow, who enjoyed having lavish parties at the ballroom. Guests have reported seeing the ghost at the edge of their bed, combing her hair.
So which one did you think was the scariest? Let us know in the comments section and maybe we'll feature you in an upcoming video.